Well, I got a package today. Let's see, how the hell do I open this? Oh, that'll work. Okay, so it's a box wrapped in plastic. What an amazing shipment. Hooray, my delivery of bots has arrived. Now let's see what is in this box. Trusty knife. And this is what's inside the bots that was inside the plastic. I'm sure you can probably guess the premise of what is in here, judging by the symbol we have. So let's have a look, shall we? Now these are pretty. Here's Astrid's knife. That's just an iron dagger, right? Oh, there's a little bit of a straws there, isn't there? Dwarven glass. Oh, that's not dwarven. Sort of dwarven. Oh, I remember that one. That was one used to get the heart scales off. Glass. That's dwarven. There's Daedric. There's ancient Nord. Here's a piece of foam. And there's more stuff down here in plastic to unwrap. And there's the rest of them. I know I identified that one as glass earlier, but I think that's the Skyrim stuff. The glass one is definitely over here. But that's green. Very much green. The Skyrim stuff is supposed to be blue. At least that's how it looks in my game. So, toes a little off there. There's a bit of a scuzz on the iron. If I flip this, is that on the other side? It is not. So that one gets to just stay reversed to avoid showing off that mark. But yeah, most of these things are kind of a plastic resin, but they're a type of resin that's designed to be hefty. I don't know if you pick up keening here. It feels like a knife. It feels similarly weighted to a knife blade, even though obviously it doesn't feel like a knife, and it's, let's see if I do focus. Yeah, it's easily bendable. I don't know how sturdy they are. This one weighs almost nothing, because, well, it's not much there. Orcish, keening, dragonbone, ebony, elven. This is supremely uncomfortable to hold. It's all spiky and weird, but that's how they look in the game. Glass. This is the heaviest one by far. It's in the running with the dwarven anyway. And I think a lot of people's personal favorite, Mehrunes razor. Overall, compared to the way they appear in-game, they're pretty much the same. I think some of them are a tad on the small side. Particularly this iron dagger. I mean, look at the size of that handle. It's like 3 fingers. Some of them, I think these are downsized a bit from how they'd actually be in the real life if they existed. They're pretty close. And if I hold this thing out like you would when you're playing, it does seem approximately the right size. But I think these things, they feel a tad small, even for daggers. I mean, obviously they're not supposed to be large, so that would be swords. But they're pretty good. They definitely fit in your hands for the most part. The iron one is a little bit on the skimpy side. The colors are mostly okay. The greens and stuff are darker. The Skyrim is more green than blue. This is definitely a darker green, but I mean, it's supposed to be glass in the game. Obviously, it's not glass in real life, so there's no limit to that. Same thing with keening. Clearly, this is not a real crystal. So, and that's not really bone. But they're definitely fantastically made. I don't have any major complaints about the build quality. Except for that one little studs mark on the iron or steel dagger. Well, anyhow, there's the full Skyrim Dagger set. I will probably end up putting something in the bottom here under these, so they're not just like in a box, but they're actually like on like a piece of cloth or something. Either way, I now have all the various daggers from Skyrim. And it's available on Etsy if anyone's interested.